Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, today I've got the Skydio 2. Now, interesting drone, obviously known for its autonomy, etc. So one of the things that I have never done with this drone is to fly it with just my phone. So I'm going to try initially with just my iPhone. I've got the beacon with me, and I do have the controller as well. So we might mess around with those two. I've got a couple of batteries charged. I thought about doing a little follow me something, you know, with my electric bike, but you know, I'm not familiar enough with the drone yet. I want to do some things with it first, and then we'll come out here and try that. Plus, unsure about the firmware update. So I'm going to fire it up right now, and it may update or not, I don't know, but let's get it in the air. Okay, you guys can see that it says it's starting the autonomy engine, and again, I'm just using my iPhone. So I've never used the cellular, just the iPhone alone before, and it's giving me a tutorial here. So I'm going to go ahead and go through it, even though I've flown the drone before. So it's telling me I can drag the camera down, up and down. So you can rotate. I'm sorry, I'm standing out of the camera. You can rotate the drone just by holding your finger on it. Kind of interesting. Double tap to move to a point. So whatever that double tap to move to a point is, I can't seem to get it to work. Yeah, it's I can't get to the next point in the tutorial here. It's telling me to double tap, which I'm doing, and it's not doing anything. Oh, there it finally did. Press and hold to ascend. So it finally took that command. So now I've got two buttons on the screen you can see here to ascend. And then move it sideways. Yeah, so I can rotate or yaw. Kind of interesting. Tap on a person to follow, so let's bring it down. Tapped on myself there. So it's got me. Let's just walk around here a little bit. See what it does when it comes to the tree here. And by the way, this is just with the phone. I can't see what the drone's doing, but I mean, it's in follow me mode. I know, like, if I had the beacon, I can change the direction that it follows, and I would be able to do that as well with the if I had the controller. So it says tutorial is complete. Let's get out of that. How do we get out of that? Okay, there we go. Oh, so now it's hovering in place. There we go. Okay, I just needed to select motion track. There I can, it gives me the controller then. So let's move it to the front. And it doesn't waste any time. getting to the front of me. Now there's some trees here that don't have leaves on them, so I'm a little concerned. Let's see what it does. Pretty darn cool. Yeah. So I've done the follow me with the beacon before. But this is fun. Never done this with the phone. Now I'm telling it to go to my right. And my car's right there in a tree. Let's see what it does. This thing is amazing. Let's see how high we can get it. Yeah, we could move it off quite a ways. Let's go back to the front. What other drone could you do this with? And mind you, this is just with my phone. Okay, let's go back. Let me get back in front of the camera here. So let's go back into let's do. I thought it had a Dronie. Oh, if I go into one shots, look at that. So let's start with a Dronie. Start Dronie. Let's see what it does. That looks more like a rocket, but it's doing it. We'll speed it up there a little bit. And now it'll return. Yeah, it kind of lost me there. Camera here. Yeah, it lost me there for a second. But that's all right. Okay, let's go back into one shots. And let's try a boomerang. And of course I'm right within some trees and so forth here. Let's see what it does. And it's counting down. So now it's going out to a distance, and then it should come back close. And now there's some trees and my car in the way. So let's see what it does. Man, what other drone would you dare try that with? So let's go back into drone shots again, and let's try a Vortex. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to face the drone the whole time here. And it sees these trees. And as soon as it's clear, it starts raising. And it's about 3/4 of the way done. Yeah, now that last tree, it was high enough. Yeah, it got stuck. Vortex could not continue. So let's see if it'll return. It's moving around again here. I just kind of want to see what it'll do. Yeah, no, it's just going to hover right there. So let's go back into motion track, 1 shots. We haven't done a rocket yet. Rocket. Start rocket. And it's counting down. And it's coming back to where it was. Rocket complete. We are down to 21% battery. So let's see if we can get it to land. So I put it into a hover. Okay guys, I'm going to put it into landing mode and see if I can do a hand catch. Okie dokie, there you have it. Okay, we had this awesome little guy out, the Skydio 2. Now I'm aware of a firmware upgrade, and I couldn't get mine to upgrade. So I tried it at home and I tried it out here in the field. I switched it over where it would update with cellular data. It still didn't do it. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why mine doesn't update. I know other people have successfully updated theirs. That aside, we were very successful in this flight. We tried, I went through the tutorial, and of course I'll edit a lot of the dead space out of there, because quite frankly, a lot of that was me trying to figure things out. And holding the phone upright, the controls seem to work backwards from what you would expect, so I struggled with it. There was a point that it asked you for a double tap to move the drone. It took me a long time to get that to work. I finally got it to work, but I'm saying that trying to control that drone by just moving your finger around didn't work very well for me. But once I went into any one of those modes where I had the other controls on there, yeah, I can see how you could control it with just your phone, although it's not ideal. I think you know, if it's a spur of the moment thing, yeah, absolutely. Particularly the follow me works well. Doesn't have the range that the beacon has, but it does work well. So you know, you saw me tooling around out here, and it never missed a beat. Much of the time the drone was behind me, so I didn't even know where it was at and how it got around some of the obstacles. So I'm looking forward to looking at that video too. But anyway, so then we came back here and we went back in and we tried some of the automated flight modes, the Dronie, the rocket, had a helix and a boomerang. And the only one that got a little confused there was the helix, and there's a tree behind me here next to my car that it wouldn't get around, but it was okay. It recognized it and said, okay, I can't get around that, so it moved back to a spot. Didn't go back to its starting point, but it moved to another spot away. Then we reacquired, and I moved it around a little bit, and we did a hand catch. This guy is really easy to hand catch. As it's coming down, it comes down so slow that you just reach up, and you got this big battery here, and I know everybody's afraid of these front props, and you should be, but this battery, as long as you're just grabbing a hold of that, I think you're going to be all right. You know, just stay towards the back of the drone and you're going to be fine. But anyway, that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel, And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. But more than anything, I just really appreciate you watching this video. And yes, we're right in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis in this country. We're practicing social distancing here in Idaho, and we're on somewhat of a lockdown, although we're allowed to go out and do some outdoor activities close to home. And so I do see a lot of people walking and riding their bikes, etc. They seem to, for the most part, I've seen a few that haven't, but for the most part, everybody seems to be observing social distancing, which is great. Anyway, let's just get through this. Remember, be kind to your neighbor. See you later.